Hey guys, what's up? It's Mark here for Poolshed Games, and today I bring you a What's in the Box I'm going to be talking about two products that I've picked up for Dystopian Legions from Spartan Games, because, as you guys know, if you've been kind of paying attention to the videos on the channel right now, that's kind of our thing, is Dystopian Legions from Spartan Games, to a lesser extent Dystopian Wars, and once we break into it, Infinity. But today I want to talk about the Sargent and Officer box from Spartan Games for the FSA, and the Treadbike Cavalry, which these I have not assembled. I only opened. These I have assembled, so we'll talk about these first. These boxes of minis, boy, I want to say they were like $12. Might have been a little bit more. I know I'm horrible with giving you guys accurate prices on here, but I don't buy retail. I buy a discount from online because I don't have a friendly local gaming store. So, yeah. This was a nice little box. It comes with two models. No game cards or anything with those models, and there's nothing special on the flaps or anything. The box itself, this one actually has, I do believe that is a painted model instead of a painted render. That is the Sargent you get in the box. On the back, it tells you a little bit about the Sergeants and Officers of the FSA, and it gives you a picture, renders of the two models that come in the box. So all in all, it's a nice quality box, but you know, it's just your standard box. I guess we'll talk about the Sargent first, which this is the Sargent. It's kind of got the cool, quick draw gunslinger pose, which I like. Kind of has like a Wild Bill look to him almost. That's the one of the things that kind of drew me in with the FSA was they have some Wild West look to them. Cowboy hats, revolvers. You know, like the federal cavalry during the Wild West times. So I thought that was pretty cool. This model was all one piece, and I think, you know, the detail on him I think is pretty good. You can see the mustache and the facial hair and everything. Of course, it'll look a lot better once I get paint on him, which that is coming. But yeah, that's the Sargent. And then you have the Officer, which he's kind of the alternate pose lieutenant. Which I think this is a really cool posed model. You know, he's holding his hat, and he has, I believe it's it's a trench shotgun. I believe that's what the weapon's supposed to be in the game. And to me, he kind of like, if you've seen Gettysburg, the like 4-hour-long movie, he kind of looks like Pickett. The guy that played Pickett in that movie with Pickett's Charge, he kind of looks like that. So all in all, I think he's a really cool model. The one weird thing in this game that Spartan did, they put leaders, special characters, and elite, like veteran infantry units on 30mm bases, on big bases. They put your regular sergeants and troopers on the 28mm bases. I think they're 28mm bases. But these are bases that you'd normally see on like 40k guys and the small-based War Machine guys and Infinity models. This is like medium-based War Machine and Hordes models. It's like Terminators and 40k. It's just their weird little way to differentiate specials from other things. Now there is something cool that came in this box. I'm assuming they come in all of the Officer and Sargent box sets from Spartan Games, which they're command tokens, because in Dystopian Legions you get command points, which you spend in the game to use actions on your commanders and to do cool stuff with your units. And I had no idea you got these in this box. I mean, it doesn't... It says game tokens and one activation card, which it did come with the little card you write the name of the thing on. But when it said game tokens, I had no idea it meant like these neat little command point tokens, which you can see they kind of have the like Federated States star on them. They're nice. They're plastic. They're thick, like 1/4 of an inch thick, and you get a bunch. You get 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. You get 12 altogether. You get 12 of them, which I don't think you'll ever use 12 in a game, but the fact that I didn't know they were in there, and they're pretty high quality. I think like most companies would probably charge $4 or $5 just for those command tokens like that. There's a lot of tokens I've seen. They're not super cheap, especially when they're special faction specific tokens. So that I thought was pretty cool. A nice little bonus to keep track of them. Like the Lich Lord and I, our first game, we were using a D10 to keep track of how many command points we had during the game. So now I have these, and if he breaks down and gets his Sergeant and Officer box, he'll have them too. So that's really it. That's all I have to say about the Sergeant and the Officer box. I think it was a good purchase. Like I said, there was a nice little surprise in there, those tokens, and I like the models. I will say, the Sergeant was 1 piece, the Lieutenant was 3 pieces, body and 2 arms. Pretty simple to put on, they slotted in nice, so yeah. I give the Sergeant and Officer box, at least for the Federated States of America, 2 thumbs up. The next thing I kind of want to talk about is the Treadbikes, which they are the FSA's cavalry. I know the FSA and I believe the Empire of the Blazing Sun both have cavalry at the moment. The Empire of the Blazing Sun have the like steam bike, hover bike thing, which that's a cool model. The Brits and the Prussians don't have cavalry yet, whereas the Brits have mini tanks and jetpack guys, which neither the Empire of the Blazing Sun or the Federated States have, and the Prussians have heavy armor guys and their Teutonic Knights and mini tanks, which the other factions, the FSA and the Empire of the Blazing Sun, do not have. So all the factions have their own things right at the moment. But yes, now this I have not assembled, so we're going to kind of take an adventure of looking at the parts together. But like I said, on the front you have the picture of what the bike looks like, plus it tells you what comes in the box. Both the sides are the same. It just says Federated States of America Tread Bike. On the back, it gives you a little blurb of what the bikes are, and it shows you a picture of an assembled bike, and it says you get 2 of each of the different crew members. Which, since they haven't put a Sergeant model out for these yet, I might just use one of the different torsos as a Sergeant and use all the rest, because I did get 2 boxes of these for a squad of 4. I might just use all the rest for regular guys. That way I can distinguish my Sergeant a little bit. Opening the box, you get a baggie, which has 2 game cards, which these you can replace cards from your starter deck with. It tells you what number cards you can replace. And they do different things, like you have Trailblazer, which allows all models in this section gain Swift Strike, and may use the range attack dice of one of their weapons instead of their melee attack dice during the round of melee resulting from cavalry charge. Makes them pretty nasty because they have the twin machine guns. And you have High Speed, Low Drag, which play this on a tread bikes when it's declared as a target of an action. May immediately perform a fallback move, and it does not gain a shaken marker from it. So if you got your bikes kind of out of position, or you made a little bit of a tactical error, you can play that card, and you can pull them back, and they don't suffer any negative morale effects, which is good, because negative morale effects in this game can be pretty bad. Comes with your activation card, which you write the name of the unit on here, and that's how you tell where it goes. The only thing I think is a little strange is the bases they give you to put these on, because they're plastic. It's like a flying stand base from them would be. And by plastic, I mean it's clear plastic. It's not like trooper base plastic. It's clear plastic. which is a little, I don't know, I think it's a little weird. I'm not sure how, when I get to basing and painting my models, these are going to base and paint up. But we'll see. It'll either be good days or bad days. You get a little like advertisement card, which this is an FSA one, and instead they give you a "Who will you fight for?" and it shows the Alchemist Tonegawa of the Empire of the Blazing Sun, which we'll model, but sorry, Spartan Games, you're not going to get me to buy a second faction. Here we have the machine guns and the crew, which we'll open those and take a peek. So like I said, we're looking at these together, because I have not looked at them yet. Boy, that's a big tab to clip off. I'm just gonna... That is a big tab to clip off. I don't know if you can... You see that there, but yeah, it's a pretty big tab to clip off. Nice model. That's the gas mask trooper. Ammo belt to one of the twin machine guns. What is this? Tail lights or headlights, one or the other, I'm not sure which. Your guy's backpack, which has more clips for the machine gun. That's a pretty cool touch. Because normally a lot of games, like 40K, they don't really show extra ammo on anybody, which I always thought was a little bizarre, you know. Here's the non-gas masked trooper torso. So that's everything in the little pouch. Like I said, pretty cool, but there's some hellacious tabs that are going to need cut off of there before you put the models together, which, not super discouraging or anything, it's just holy cow. Giant tabs. Oh, this is looking pretty awesome, I'm not going to lie. I didn't open these before I talked to you guys, so it comes in the rolled up bubble wrap like all Spartan Games products do. And oh, gentlemen and ladies, oh yes, the bikes are one piece. Oh, that is fantastic. Look at that. That's beautiful. It's all one piece of resin. I was moderately worried that I was gonna have to put some things together, but I mean, I still have to put the crew on, which, you know, but whatever, that's not a big deal. And these are almost flash free. There's a little bit on the bottom of the tread which will scrape off with a knife. But wow, that's fantastic. One piece, not even two halves like an attack bike from GW. Before anybody screams they don't have as much detail, that is a detailed mini. It really is. I like it. I like it a lot. Couldn't be happier right now. That made my day, actually. So that is the tread bikes for the Federated States of America. I think they're like $15 for two. Might be a little bit more, might be a little bit less, depending on where you find them, where you get them at. But yeah, that's definitely cool. I think it's a good deal. I think the contents of the box are pretty nice. All you're going to actually have to do to put these guys together is you're going to have to cut the tab off of the rider, glue the rider there, his arms fit in there, so that's 3 contact points with glue and some Instaset. That'll set up real nice. The only thing that might be a little fiddly is getting the freaking the machine gun clips to stay in there. But even then, they had the parts on them that I don't think it's going to be a big issue. And you have to put the backpacks on the riders. And there's that other metal part that I'm not really sure where it goes, because I don't... Oh, wait, nope, it goes right in, you see the slot there? Yeah, right there. I guess it might be a fuel tank. I thought it was lights, but it looks like it's a fuel tank. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is the Federated States Sergeant and Officer and the Federated States tread bike models, which I give both box sets thumbs up because I think they're great, and I think that's awesome that the tread bike is really almost one piece, except from gluing the rider on. So overall, I say thank you to Spartan Games for creating nice products that I enjoy gaming with and putting together. Hopefully, if you guys are thinking about getting the tread bikes, or you were looking to pick up an Officer and a Sargent for your Dystopian Legion's armies, hopefully these might have, swayed you to get what you were looking at, and hopefully you get all the cool little bonuses that I got, like the command tokens and your bike being almost one piece, if you buy another faction's models. So that's it for me. Gonna go. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give us a like, subscribe, or maybe get your friends to subscribe if you like what we're doing here at Poolshed Games, and leave us a comment, whether it's telling us your experience with maybe something we've shown here on What's in the Box, or with something from your faction, or just, anything you might want to talk about. We'd like to hear from you guys. That's it for me, and that's it for Poolshed Games this time. We'll see you next time on Poolshed Games. Take it easy.